What's up, guys? I'm gonna do I believe it's a Mythic +6 Vault of the Wardons. Everybody in our group is like 870 plus, some even more, so this should go well. And I thought I had another flask for this, but I don't, unfortunately. Alright, so here we go. This is bolstering. And we'll get some dots going here. Get my fiend out, some more dots. Throw out a stun and void form. Refresh some dots. And hopefully these will all die pretty close to the same time. Interrupt that corrupt. Not bad. Now we gotta work on this little mini boss. And what I gotta do is remember to run when she does little, I don't think it's laser, she does like a little cloud or something on the ground. You also gotta watch out for glaives. It's usually near the end, I believe. And she died before she could do it, which is good. So these are going to be interesting with bolstering. If you pull too much, I'm sure it's a bad thing. And they're dying before I can even do very much damage, so I guess that's a good thing. Void form, and I'll throw out a stun. Refresh my dots. Do some AoE. Nightmare is pretty bad. I'll interrupt corrupt because it's the only thing I can do. Yeah, that's a lot of bolstering. Should have been a little bit more conservative on those pulls, I think. People are underestimating the consequence of having that much bolster. What happened? Bolstering, bro. You had like 9 stacks of bolstering. So I'm gonna get some dots and interrupt corrupt. And I gotta work on these guys that are highest health. I'll throw out a stun. And again, work on these guys that are highest health. And there we go. It goes a little bit smoother when you don't have like 9 or 12 bolstering or whatever it was. And it looks like he's gonna go for everything again. So hopefully everything dies at the same time. Shadow Word Death. Not bad. Guess it's mostly when you have all those little guys giving bolstering to the guys that are higher health. And the ones that have specials that do a bit more damage. Like Corruption and Nightmare. So hopefully that one death was enough of a lesson for us. Some dots out. And I'm going to use my Fiend. And Shadow Form. I'm going to hopefully interrupt that Nightmare. Do some more AoE. And I'm going to use Torrent on this mob with the highest health. Try to get him down a little bit. Interrupt corruption. There we go. And get a Mind Blast out, some dots, some Mind Flay. And I can't interrupt the corruption because it's on, my silence is on cooldown. Work on this guy with highest health. I can interrupt that nightmare, maybe not. There we go. Now this boss has lasers that I gotta look out for. They are vicious. And I don't believe he casts them either. They're just instant channeled. Mortar's pretty bad. He's damned in it. Some Shadow Blast, Dark Strikes, Metamorphosis, and we got some ads we gotta work on. I'm gonna stun him if I can. Yeah, there's some more mortar. And some Mind Blasts. My dots fell off, so I gotta refresh them and Shadow Form again. Comes some more mortar. Work on these ads. And Shadow or Death. And some Mind Flay. Some more. There we go. There we go, and I don't know if these guys bolster or not. Fortunately, they don't. But I definitely don't want to stand in them. What the hell, they're pulling me in. Get some dots on this big guy. Mind Blast. It's a Void Torrent. There you go. I'm gonna dot this ad just because. And some death words. Good deal. And here we go and wait for the elevator. I could jump and levitate, but I don't want to risk it. I'd rather be safe than sorry. This dungeon, I'm actually surprised they wanted me to come because this dungeon is the worst one for Shadow Priest, hands down. Because a lot of the pulls are large groups of small health. Now this boss is a drag and a half. And it looks like we're going to be doing the one where we pull them back here and line of sight of everything. And apparently if I use Shadow Form with Sap, then I can't even Void Bolt, even though they're not the same ability. So we're in a line of sight. And I'm going to use Stun for Sap. I'm going to work on these ads. And I'll silence for Sap. And I'm not sure what the tank's doing. The tank went down. Okay, that's interesting. Our healer didn't even know that happened. Now I gotta get some more dots up here. I'm gonna throw out a stun. And some Mind Blast, some bolts. Boy, this boss is something else. That's all I can say. So we got some ads. I'm gonna throw out a stun for sap. Renew my dots on the boss. I'm gonna turn around so I don't get confused. And there goes my mind. I just lost Mind Flay to sap. So I can't Mind Flay. Turn around so I don't get confused. And again. And I'm disoriented. Throw out, I'm going to interrupt that Void Bolt if I can. Some Shadow Word Deaths, I don't want to get confused. Some Shadow Form. And some Torrent. And it's not looking good for our tank. Some Death. Some Fiend. We gotta get this guy down. So close. Move so I don't get interrupted. And again. Some Void Form. Nice. Feels good to be top DPS for that. I was not expecting to be top DPS. Well, I wasn't top DPS, but I did the most damage. Now we gotta... They're arguing. You think the tank with heroic gear kind of knows what he's doing. He's only done Mythic 12, but you know, whatever. He's doing a Meteor Strike, so I'm gonna get out of the way of that. Ah, why'd you knock me down? Try to get a Void Torrent in. Refresh my dots. Because they fell off. There we go. There's no point in killing the ad because it just spawns a new one. And the ad disappears as soon as he dies. So just focus on the boss. So now we get to do some fire dodging. Some DPS are just making bad decisions. Come on guys, stop arguing. You can't change shit. And all you can really do is keep moving forward, so. At some point, this mage is gonna catch up. Sometimes it's better to be in a group where people don't talk so much. Because the more they talk, the more they just say things they really shouldn't. Ooh, they just dissed his DPS. Ouch. Ouch. So I'm gonna throw a Shadow Fiend, some Mind Flay, Mind Blast, Shadow Form, and refresh my dots. I'm gonna do a Void Torrent. Refresh my dots again. And a Void Bolt. Void Bolt. And just for kicks, I'm going to throw my dots on the ad. Gives me some extra insanity generation. And here we go with fire. And refresh my dots, Mind Blast. At some point, yeah, there we go. Somebody finally pushed the the statue which turns everybody to ice. Not sure why there's 2 people dead. But they are. Mind Flay. I'm just sitting here like, why are they dead? I don't know how you die on this boss. Except getting knocked off or eating too much fire. But both of those are pretty easy to avoid. I'll try to jump over this and do get a Void Torn in. Shadow of Death. A Mind Blast, Mind Flay, there we go. Where's my res? Oh, you just rezzed. That mage doesn't know what's going on. Highest damage again, you know, sometimes even if your DPS isn't great, you can compensate it for not dying. So I did 355,000 DPS. That mage just died again. You don't see it very often, somebody that keeps failing when they have gear high enough to get into a +6. We are definitely not getting 3 chests on this. I can guarantee that. We haven't even started on the last boss, and the last boss, he's a pain in the butt. There's no doubt that that last boss is hard. Just because you gotta maintain a lot of awareness and move around a lot. You got the spirits that show up on the side, and you gotta go through them. But on Mythic, they do it like 2 at a time, so do 1 at a time. So here we go. Get some dots up, some Fiend. I guess we're not waiting for the mage. Some Mind Blast. And try to get out of the way, do some Void Form. Refresh my dots, and I'm surprised it didn't eat that actually. And so now he's focusing. And they've got to go to the right. And here we go. Refresh my dots, get off the Mind Blast. This is not the easiest fight for a priest, because you gotta move so much. So there's a Void Bolt. And I'm just eating like everything because I don't want to move. And try to get some deaths off. Void Bolt. Mind Blast. Another death, and there we go. Yeah, my DPS always sucks on that boss because as soon as I ramp up and get into Shadow Form and get off a few spells, he goes into his little bubble and I can't attack him. And then when he comes out, I have to ramp up all over again. This demon hunter's like, why are you not healing me? Why are you taking so much damage? That's the question. Maybe you shouldn't take so much damage. So here we go, our next little mini boss. This guy isn't too hard, but he does launch that stuff on the ground, and you gotta be aware to stay out of things. He does some AoE damage when he casts that cage on people. That cage right there, so you gotta move away from it. There's nothing you can do to get him out of the cage. So here we go, our next elevator. Looks like the mage is arcane. That could be his DPS problem. Maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. I think this 5.1.5 patch, there were numerous changes to arcane mage to try to make him competitive with fire. And so I've been seeing a lot of them, but I haven't really seen impressive results. So let's take a look at this mage. He's got mythic gear, 65, some 40s. So he's probably about 860, 865. Get some dots on this stuff. I'm gonna throw out a stun, try to keep him from running away. And a mind blast and death. Nice. Got them all before they could run away. So this is going to be interesting with bolstering, because usually you pull 2 groups of spiders in addition to numerous of these Spirit of Vengeance. So this can get exciting. Throw out some AoE. The stuns, hopefully they don't run away. Renew some dots. This Spirit of Vengeance needs to die pretty quick. It's going to do some serious damage with all that bolstering. There we go. There we go, this wicked spider. I don't know if that spirit is bolstering, but he might. That could be dangerous. So he's going to do the 2 pull. And I still can't target that Spirit of Vengeance. I don't know what kind of bolstering he has. Shadow form, I gotta refresh my dots unfortunately. Shadow bolt. And the spider's trying to pull me in. I'm gonna throw out a stun. Void bolt, some death. There we go. Nice. Now are we going back for this one or not? Oh, there's no bolstering, so that's good. I don't know where the tank is going. Oh, we're short on enemy forces. Hopefully we don't wipe though. That was a pretty nasty pull. So I'm gonna throw out a stun, get some AoE going, more AoE. It's all about the AoE. This spider needs some dots and some serious DPS. Get him down as quickly as possible. There we go. This trash druid won't heal me. The druid has some pretty good gear, bro. And it's done some, healed me up from 0 health, so I don't know what your problem is. Some people just say the shittiest things, like, come on. What's this attitude he's got? Alright, so this is gonna be fun. Hopefully we can knock this out without anybody dying. The hardest part is just the mobility and moving around, getting through the spirits while simultaneously keeping the stuff off the ground. So somebody should use the globe to get the ad. There we go. That's not the hard part. I don't know why that was so difficult. Also, another deadly part is at the end when she starts throwing her glaive and it comes back and it damages everybody that near you when it hits you. It does a serious amount of damage. And our tank has to be careful because being so we got these guys, so I gotta go here. And another one which comes out pretty quick is right here. And we don't have any of that stuff on the ground coming out, so that's good. Looked like the opening was here, so that's good. We got another one with the opening on the other side. So the demon hunter was cutting it real close there. Alright, so refresh dots, and pretty soon here the glaive's gonna start coming out, and we need to watch out for that. And there's gonna be an ad, so I need to dot it. See that right there? You can't be hit by that. Oh, see? That's why you died, bro. And it looks like there was a loss of the light, so I'm gonna grab it. Creeping Doom. This is where it gets hard. You have to attack the boss and do this. Don't get hit by that glaive. Don't get hit by that glaive. I don't have to watch out for it now. And there we go. So it looks like we got a +1 chest, so that can't say that's much less than what I expected. So anyway, that was Vault of Wardons +6. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.